My name is Ashton Brunner. I'm the designer and founder of Green Eagle and U.S. Paragliding. We're at the Salton Sea, and basically it's just a conglomeration of pilots from all over the world, all over the United States that come together. It's called a fly-in, and there's probably around 250 pilots out here, everything from hang glider trikes that are motorized to motorized powered parachutes and motorized powered paragliders. There's an electric plane out here, and then of course the Green Eagle 4-stroke, which is my design. Well, basically what happened was I was on a film shoot with a friend of mine. I wanted to go ahead and do a little bit better trike, something that would work a little bit better for our needs. And nothing was very environmentally friendly. Most things were very noisy, rattle traps, and I had worked with engines most of my life. So I wanted to do 4-stroke, and at the time I wanted to do an eco-friendly company. So this is the reason why we started out with propane, because we couldn't afford fuel injection at the time. So we did propane, and then we did multi-fuel or a tri-fuel version, and then we went to just regular gasoline because the prices of gas dropped, and now we're working on electric. So we're pretty much an eco-friendly company, and that's what we go with: quiet, less vibration, lots of power. We are, like right now, we have the only fuel-injected powered paraglider in the United States or in the world as far as we know that's 4-stroke. We have the only production 4-stroke online in the United States. We were the first company to make a propane powered paraglider that runs on regular liquid vapor propane. This is kind of the stuff you'd buy at a hardware store, plug it into your barbecue pit. What's behind you is the standard Green Eagle, and what people need to know is we haven't cut any corners. On the Green Eagle we use AN4, which is basically aircraft bolts. We don't use cheap welding techniques. We use drawn over mandrel aircraft aluminum, which is at a lot higher standards. Of course, those bolts are government regulated, so it's not something you go to Ace Hardware and weld up with your home welder. So safety is a factor. We have the only full body roll cage designed. It's an NHRA drag racing cage in the industry. So if someone was to fall or hit something, chances of them injuring themselves are a lot more diminished, so to speak. Well, the 2-stroke engines, me and like I said, my friend that did film work, we found that the 2-strokes are just consistently unreliable. You had to find special oil. You have to mix your oil and your gas perfectly. If you forget, you're toast. You just wasted $6,000. And not to mention, if you're carrying expensive gear, then you're going to crash with that gear and everything else. You're going to go down. What we want to do with 4-strokes was we knew that we could use maybe a gallon, even maybe less than a gallon of just regular pump gas. And 4-strokes are just a lot more reliable. And they tend to not have the same horsepower as a 2-stroke per the weight, but they have a lot of torque, and so that's what we had to work around. So 3 years later, there's the Green Eagle thing. The Green Eagle is designed by an instructor. We've had U.S. Paragliding for 5 years, instructing people, many people and students how to fly. So it's not designed by someone who doesn't fly. That's a big concern that I have in the industry. Our CG brackets are 23,000-pound double shear. We have a full row cage. Our prices are low. So when you do a lot of your research, you're not going to find an aircraft that's an aircraft for that price. Well, paragliding, parasailing, powered parachutes is a completely different sport, all three of them. A lot of people think that we're parasailing, that's where they pull someone behind a boat or something. If they don't have power, they drop. A paraglider, often we go up in the air, we turn off our power and soar. It's what's called a glider. So we don't have to have power to land safely.